welcome to my video. So in this video here, this is me running on, I'm running NixOS 24.05. I'm on the stable or release, every 6 release branch. So they get they release one in May, and they're gonna have another one in November. So they do like this every 6 month release cycle. You could also change channels on NixOS. You can, if you want to try out, unstable, you can as well. And basically, if you don't want to be on unstable anymore, you can just roll back. You can delete the channel and go back to the stable channel. And it's very simple. I really like how NixOS works with, how you can just opt into unstable if you want to, or go back to the stable release cycle system. You could also stay on because with the release cycle system, it has like the stable kernel of Linux, but you can also configure to go on to the latest kernel. It won't be like the latest. It will always be the latest kernel, but it'll just get updated slower than a rolling release kind of distribution. Like Arch Linux will probably have a certain version kernel faster than Nix. Like probably I don't know who the hell is stupid social media crap. It's annoying. Anyways, yeah, what are they getting at? So yeah, like the kernel will stay to the latest, but not the latest. Like right now, I am on the latest kernel, as you can see in my catnap fetch program, or INXI program as well. But like Arch Linux will probably get like 6.9.7, and then NixOS will probably get it a few days later on, because if you want to get the always latest, you can go into the release cycle and it will get the latest. Also, I'm still on the stable KDE. As you can see right here, it says KDE Plasma version 6.0.5. 6.1 is out, and if you go on the unstable channel, it will also bring you on to 6.1 KDE, which is has some slight new features, or not features, but like slightly new quality of life improvements on the system. But once again, I'm just gonna wait till it gets into the stable release cycle. I'm not sure if it'll get there eventually before the next release of NixOS in the fall, but I'm probably believe it should. I don't know how this works, but I'm guessing it should. Maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's not like much of a difference between 6 and 6.1. But people can probably be like, why don't you just go on the the unstable channel? I'm just gonna stick with the release cycle. It's pretty stable. I like it like this. I like a more of a stable foundation. All my computers run NixOS. I love Arch Linux, but I can only use one system, and I really like NixOS. I know I'm not like technical, or like I don't do all the things in NixOS, but I do like the crux of the system. I like the core feature of the system. I like the rollback. I like how it's immutable system. I just like how you have a configuration file. You can actually take that file, put it onto another computer, and it will just put all your programs. It'll set up. You can set up your base in a matter of minutes, man. Like you can set up all the programs, will install all your application. You don't have to type any command. You do with your configuration file. But once you have that configuration file all set up, you can always reuse it all the time. Like if you reinstall like NixOS onto another system, just grab that file, save it, and just grab it and just rebuild your system. And I really like that sort of flexibility of the system. I like that a lot. I like the package manager as well. I like the the Nix shell, where it has like this confined environment, like kind of like a sandbox. I just really like NixOS. I don't use flakes. I don't get into all the home manager and all that stuff. But I mean, like, I will eventually. But just right now, like, I'm just taking baby steps with the system. But like a month in, I really like this system. I really find NixOS is very stable. I don't have to constantly like check like a package manager to update. I have like my configuration files set to that, like it will check for updates, and it also will automatically reboot the system, like if it installs a new kernel, whatever, you know what I mean. So I like that it just does it automatically. And if I'm at work, all my computers, if it has like an update rolled out, all my computers will, reboot, and then they'll be waiting for me to log back in. And that's really nice about it, because if I'm at work and things need to be updated, my systems will all be updated by the time I get home. And I think that's really cool. Like Arch Linux is like, you have to always like constantly update your system and all that. Like I don't find like NixOS updates that often, especially on the the release branch or the stable branch. And I like that because my system doesn't reboot all the time. Like, I don't have to reboot the system because I get a new kernel update. Like, I like to keep it up online a lot, and I find that like the way I have it set up, I really like the way it works, because it really fits me quite well. Right now my uptime is 14 minutes, because I did install Arch Linux. This system was like, when I was booting up Arch Linux onto my, because I have a bunch of SSDs in here. If you'll see, I have a Crucial SSD that's 1 terabyte, and I have another one's SPCC, which stands for Silicon Power. So basically, it's another 1 terabyte disk, and I do have a Kingston NVMe disk, which is 1 terabyte as well, which is this NixOS system. But like Arch Linux, like when I'm loading it up, it's saying something inside the services about something about TPM. So I don't know what is it trying to find with the services, but it just makes my computer hang for a while, and then it'll just boot up the system. And I'm just like, you know what, just bullshit. I don't know how to like resolve that. It doesn't do that on my other systems, but it's something to do with TPM. I'm not sure if it's with TPM, but it says something about TPM something, and it's trying to load up a service, and it's not loading it up. I don't know what it's doing. It's just finding something. It just takes forever to. I'm not sure if it's closing something or whatever it's doing. It's the process. It just takes a while, like a minute and 30 seconds. I'm like, and it does it all the time. I thought maybe it was like just a first boot up, and then I rebooted again and started doing that again. I'm like, really, this is bullshit. Like, cause NixOS doesn't do this. So I'm gonna like basically, instead of having Arch Linux on like another system, I'm gonna put Gentoo on the Crucial disk, and silicon power. I don't know how you say that. Power disk. It's just gonna be a disk. I'm just gonna put like stuff on it, like like my dot files, and if I want to back up like my wallpapers and music and stuff like that, what I mean. Like, it'll just be a disk, like to have like stuff on it, what I mean, like just so I can grab from other systems I have on this computer. And this computer's been working really well. I don't know why they put that vinyl sticker on top of the case to cover up my hard disk LED light, which I like to see it working, because I do like seeing my light, like I'm sitting on the couch. This is like my living room setup. This computer works really good. The RX 6400, I know I'm getting really random with this video. I got lots to say, man. I'm really excited. I like computers a lot, as you can probably tell. So yeah, the RX 6400, man. Like, a lot of games work really good on this card. Like on my B-Link, it had like the iGPU Vega 8, and that wasn't too bad. But this RX 6400, man, it's a really good card. Like, it surprised me like how well I run games. It didn't run every game I throw at it pretty well, but some games are just not optimized good, for low rank cards. But this card here works really good. Like I tried a lot of games. Like Monster Hunter Rise worked really well, like a lot better. And like I never like when I had Monster Hunter Rise in the background, and I would just do things like while the game's still on. Like I'll just be going on my desktop and doing stuff because I do that a lot of times. And like it would be kind of slow, like it would lag a lot. Like this computer here, nothing lag. It just everything works pretty good. I ran a lot of games. I have a lot of games installed in the system, to be honest. I have a big hard drive. Like B-Link had 500 gigabytes. This one has 1 terabyte. So I have 3 disks that are 1 terabyte each. So I mean, I have 3 terabytes in the system. It's a really good computer, man. It came like this computer like came with a Wi-Fi. I don't use that, but it comes with, it's a Bluetooth as well. So like I don't have to buy like a Bluetooth adapter. I was gonna buy one, but I thought it was just a Wi-Fi adapter, eh? And I realized like, oh wow, it's a Bluetooth as well. Like it said it on the listing, but I don't always believe what the listings say. They could say both, but it could just be one thing, right? But no, it's actually really was both. It was Wi-Fi and Bluetooth put together, and Bluetooth works really well on the system. And this computer works really good. I'm really amazed. Like they say, like this RX 6400 was not good for encoding stuff or decoding stuff. And it works good for me for what I use it for. Like I'm just using OBS, and it records my screen pretty well, and it's working really well. I really like using NixOS. I think NixOS is it's a good Linux system. I know a lot of people like Arch Linux as well. They're big fans of it, and I don't hate Arch Linux. I use it for many, many, many years, and I think Arch Linux is a really great system. But I just personally find that NixOS it's a distribution that I kind of don't even want to use any other system anymore. Like feel like I'm done distro hopping. I really like NixOS. It's something I just find it just works really good. It's a very stable Linux. I run games on it. It runs good. Like I never had any issues. Like I never had any issues with NixOS since I started using it till now. I never had any issues with it. Like it always been rock solid, really stable system. It's really good. And I also like Gentoo as well. So I am going to be playing around with Gentoo. The reason why I was kind of bummed out with Gentoo is because of the B-Link. But I think this Optiplex will be pretty good for Gentoo. It will more than likely handle Gentoo. But right now I don't feel like setting it up because it takes a while to set up Gentoo. And I done it last week, and I just had a lot of problems with the B-Link. And that's why I bought this Dell computer to begin with. So I will definitely put Gentoo in the system. This system will have basically NixOS and Gentoo, but I'll mainly be using NixOS. But at least I'll have like Gentoo to play around with. I might use the 3rd disk for FreeBSD because it's something I don't really play around with much anymore. I used to play around a lot with BSD systems as a whole, but maybe I should install FreeBSD on this system. And I was thinking of doing a Hackintosh because this is a pure Intel system. I was planning I could do a Hackintosh, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to do a Hackintosh. If I'm going to do something with BSD, I'd rather just use FreeBSD. And I think that'd be a lot more better, like make some more videos on FreeBSD and actually talk more about FreeBSD. Because I do like to play around with FreeBSD as well. Anyways, thanks for the watch, guys. This is a video. I don't want to make it too long of a rant, but I'm just kind of testing out my Optiplex setup here, and this is in my living room, so this is not my normal setup. I do have a better blue microphone. This is the blue Snowball microphone. It was my old microphone I used to use back in the day, but now I use my Yeti, but it's in the other room, or my ASUS computers are, and this microphone here I just leave it out here for basically to use with this computer here. It was used with the B-Link, but anyways, I'm just gonna stop this video, but I just want to say this is my setup right now. I'm on the Dell Optiplex, and it works really well. The 7050 MT, it's a really nice little computer. I really like it. It's quiet. It works really well. It's really powerful. Even though it's a computer from 2017, this is a pretty good computer. And the computer I got, man, the motherboard looks brand freaking new. There's no dust at all. Like the board is shiny, clean. I should have did review. I should have did videos on it when I have it open up. Maybe I'll do it in the future. Maybe I'll do it later on this week. I don't know, because Final Fantasy Dawn Trail is coming out pretty soon, like on Friday. So I'll probably be busy playing that game. So yeah, I'll be busy playing that game, to be honest. But I don't really feel like open up again. But like basically, the computer looks in good shape. Like it's in really good shape. Like it's no scratches on the outside. The surface looks really nice, but inside the system, it looks brand new. Like the motherboard, there's no dust on it. Like this refurbished group in Canada. It's called Techno Canada, and man, they're awesome. Like every computer I bought that was refurbished from Canada has been mint condition. My ThinkPad, everything, like all these Canadian refurbished companies. And if you guys are part of a refurbished team in Canada, you guys do a really good job, man, on computers. I gotta say, like, I am well impressed. Like I'm from Canada myself, but I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty impressed with the Canadian, because I bought some refurbished computer from the United States, and I had some really bad, like, sad moments with with these computers, because like I see it, like they're like not treated too good, and they're really banged up. It's like it seems like Americans just don't care about computers. I don't know, but Canadians, man, you buy a refurbished computer, it looks brand freaking new, and they take well good care of their machines. Like you get something good, it's mint, man. Like I'm not lying. Like I'm just saying from experience, man, from like getting refurbished computer from the United States and Canada. I gotta say, like, that computer I get from Canada refurbished, they're always like a top shape. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Thanks for the watch. Cheers.